Life can be so challenging, why don't you take a break? Reach into your drawers or your closet or your pocket, let's see what we can make. LifeCraft.
Welcome to LifeCraft.
Welcome to LifeCraft. Since it's getting colder outside, we can still have warm summer inside.
That's right. Bring the outside inside, and it's like we're outside all year round.
Together.
Without the frostbite or hypothermia. Today we're going to explore the idea of farm chic.
Yes, farms. When you think of farms, you don't think high fashion.
No, you think a warm hug from your grandmother and a cup of warm milk with the cream still on it.
Hands in the earth.
The feel of having your fingers suckled by a calf.
Or a baby goat.
Or an infant child. Christine, can you lead us in our daily craft formation?
I sure can. I have the power of craft. I have the power of creativity. I put them together in my mind, and out flows my heart. Let's get crafting! Now when you think chandelier, you might think highfalutin.
But we want you to hear chandelier, but think jellied salad, for example.
Yes, ambrosia.
Tomato aspic.
Yes.
Have you ever had a beer can chicken?
I haven't. Huh.
This is the contraption chicken roaster for a beer can. So $1.50 at the Dollarama.
Okay.
Heck of a deal.
And this is going to be the top of our chandelier.
But that looks pretty bare right now, doesn't it?
It definitely looks rustic, but not necessarily in the right way.
Like that at a hostel. So we're going to use some everyday household objects. They're just toy animals spray painted with gold and silver paint.
Chicken wire.
And actually we've got some gloves.
Oh, good idea.
Here, I only have one set, so
Oh, well, share.
keep one hand safe at least, right?
That's right.
Now you want to cut off sort of a chandelier sized piece. And this may depend largely on the size of your dining room. Like sometimes the materials speak to you, and this sort of seems to be asking to be cylindrical. I'm using some wire snips.
And you don't have to worry about being accurate in your cuts because it's supposed to look rustic.
Hopefully not rusty though, unless you've got your tetanus shot.
Yes.
Okay, so once your main shape of a chicken wire is formed, it's simply a matter of twisting your animals on with wire.
Yes. And we've already got all of our animals placed. Now we have to put in the guts of the chandelier.
Remove the top and bottom of a beer can to hide the sort of less attractive part of the mechanism.
Yes. The opening is made for a beer can. It's the perfect size.
Yeah. You probably have this aluminum tape around. We're just going to just tape.
Look at that. I think if you went to a store, you could pay upwards to $100 for this.
I think we've really captured farm chic in our rustic yet elegant chandelier. Well, that was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Making the farm chic chandelier with you.
I can't wait to eat under it.
We have some other great ideas if you want to bring a little bit of the farm into your oasis.
Yes.
Get a little special jewelry box or a box that has sentimental value to you.
This one was in our grandmother's barn.
It was found under the same shelf that she kept her cream separator, what's it called? The spigot on.
Yes. And she also loved to tan hides in that barn.
Traditional method of brain tanning.
But a tradition. We'd always go over to Granny's for brain boiling day. She let us use our little tiny fingers to get into all the crevices. She said we were the best at it.
I often would think as I was rubbing the brain, we'll call it pablum, into the hide, I would think about how it could think. The pablum could have what thoughts are within this, this brain that is on my hands. Anywho, so this is that box, and within the box there is a beautiful little Zen garden. On days when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I like to open up my tiny garden and I like to plant peace and calmness.
And you reap what you sow.
Right. We've actually used coffee grounds. Coarsely, I would say it's about a 5, which is what I would grind it at. If you prefer a finer soil, you will want a finer grind of coffee.
Yes. You could even go to extra fine. I would think you could do extra fine.
Yeah. So another place that you can bring Farm-chic into every day is with the choices that you make around fashion.
Yes, fashion. I don't want to feel like Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
I don't want that kind of glamour in my kitchen.
We thought, why not make an apron that says, yes, I'm cooking. If you're going to get a dry clean only suit to make your apron out of, just be aware that you will need to dry clean your apron.
Yes. It looks like I'm ready for a meeting.
It looks like you're ready for a meeting.
And with the tie in the back.
Notice the double Windsor.
Well, we've shown you a few ways to bring the farm into your home. Your glamorous life can always be brought back down to earth with a touch of dirt.
Thanks for joining us today on LifeCraft.
We hope you've enjoyed it.
Sometimes I like to switch up my beverage with a non-dairy kind of milk, but I don't always think that it tastes as creamy. Well, I've got an easy tip today for you that takes 5 seconds and makes it taste a whole lot creamier. An old-fashioned milk bottle. They say that we eat with our eyes before we eat with our mouths. But would it surprise you to learn that we drink with our eyeballs first as well? There you have it, a creamy looking beverage. Bottoms up.